Okay, guys, so welcome to the episode number 0 of my official solo podcast. The picture that you are seeing right now, if you look at the screen, the picture that I'm showing you guys right here, right now, is the microphone that I just bought. So it's the AKG Lyra, which is a condenser, microphone. If you get into the type of microphone a little bit, you know that there are two main categories. You have the dynamic and condenser. And I always wanted to buy a good condenser microphone. Probably, when I say good microphone, it's probably not like $1,000 USD, but it's definitely not something that is like $2. The intention was always, to get a good microphone, and this idea of making a podcast was also one of my main reason why I want to buy a microphone. If I think about it, initially it was like another excuse that I want to make podcasts, I want to buy a good microphone. But recently, with my job, I have the chance to, I have chances to make like online events to people who live in other countries outside of my country. So, I think, why not, right? Because if I buy it, I can use for my work, and also I can use it for my personal use as well. So yeah, that's the main reason why I bought this microphone just now. It's just like a week ago or something. Funny thing is that when I first got this microphone, I feel like this is so new to me. I've never tried something like this before, like a good microphone. Honestly, it's just $100, and roughly speaking, it's also not my first choice when it comes to condenser USB microphone as well. But I did my research. I do like Audio-Technica AT2020 a lot. I feel like that one is probably the best one in my opinion with this price range. But we have a big but here, is that Audio-Technica, when it ships to Thailand, my country, my home country, the price is actually not like $100 anymore. It becomes like 1.7x. If we take USD as a reference, it becomes 1.x of the original price. And another good choice would be the Blue Yeti, which you can imagine almost every new streamers use it, Blue Yeti. But still the same. Blue Yeti would cost me, 1.5x if I buy it in Thailand. But that doesn't apply to this model, the AKG Lyra. The price only increases for roughly 20%, which is pretty acceptable considering that I have the warranty and everything, free shipping and whatever. I mean, a lot of people just fly to other countries or ship them, technically buy them online and ship them. But if I take it from another country, I wouldn't have warranty, roughly speaking, and if I ship them, it might be, just like 10% cheaper than the RRP price. I'm not sure if that's the correct word, but RRP price, if I buy it in Thailand. So yeah, that's why I chose this model. And the sound is pretty high quality, I would say. I have a feature of doing a cardioid pattern, a front and a front back, which is for doing some interview. I can put microphone in the middle. I have a tight stereo, which is stereo for front, and I also have wide stereo, which is the 360, well, technically speaking, 360. I think that's enough for the microphone. Let's get back to the idea of my podcast. So, 2 years ago, I did try to do a podcast with me and my friend, one of my friends. But that was in Thai. This time I'm planning to do it in, entirely in English. 2 years ago I did try, and I just realized one thing is that sometimes if I have to actually set an appointment with my friend or my friends, sometimes it kind of looks like my podcast will be, relying on another person, while if I do it alone, it would just be me. If I'm lazy, I don't do it. If I'm not lazy, or I have some time, I do it. And this is the episode number 0. It's not the first episode yet because I just want to try it out. I know that even if I put this video on YouTube, there's a chance, there are chances that nobody will actually watch or listen to my podcast at all, but that's fine. At least I just want something that I can actually put it out and be kind of original in that sense. And the pattern of my podcast would be, I would put one picture on the screen so that if I have some listener or listeners, if I have some listeners, they would be able to just listen to my voice, while they're cooking, while they are driving, while they are trying to fall asleep, while, I don't know, they are studying, working, whatever. That's totally up to you, up to the listeners. But, the picture that you see will be related to the context or, the main topic of the video or the podcast. Oh, it's actually pretty hard to say, if it's a podcast or a video. And I'm pretty sure that my right now my microphone is picking up the washing machine noise right now because I'm doing laundry at the moment. I mean, it's funny, you know, I had 30 minutes left on my washing machine, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe I have enough time to do at least 30 minutes of podcast. But now it's just 10 minutes, and it's done. It's not because my washing machine is the best in the world, but I actually have to do the first time setup on my main computer. So yeah, the podcast, yeah. So the picture is gonna be related to the content that you will be listening to, and this is the episode 0 because I don't want to count this one as my pilot. If you watch a series or some how do you call another thing that is not series and it's not movies? I don't know. Yeah, series. You have the first episode as the pilot episode, but in my case, I want to keep it as like a trial, where I might just stop here, but I don't think so. I want to keep it going. So I just marked them as episode 0. I don't even know how I sound. I just click record and roll with it. I mean, honestly, I tested with the volume. Am I speaking too loud? Am I speaking too quiet? And it worked earlier, so I'll just roll with it. I don't even have the script to do the talking right now. I'm just being myself, and that's cool. I mean, I might not have 10 years of working experience right now. I just, if we actually have to count, after I graduated, I worked for, I have been working for roughly speaking, like almost 3 years now. And when you work in a company, sometimes even if you have your idea to do something, in any sense, like to do something, to build a product, or just to work, to produce something, sometimes you have to actually blend your, how do I say, your output. You have to blend your output with the accent of the company, or the accent of the of your supervisor or supervisors. And sometimes I miss my I don't want to say freedom, because when you work, sometimes you can have a lot of freedom as well. I think it's kind of like I miss the unfiltered output. I'm pretty sure that any job would be relatively similar. If you're the chef and you do Thai food, or I don't know, Mexican food, and you like it spicy, but then the company, or the restaurant that you are working in right now, the Mexican place, they are more user friendly, they are more kids friendly, and they just tell you, oh, sup John, you cannot make spicy food, at least in that level. You have to reduce your spicy level, by half, like reduce it by half. So, divided by 2. So you're just lost, right? Well, it's not a loss. It's you have to blend in. I don't see that as a loss. It's just that you have to blend in with the direction of the company, which is, in that case, it's a spicy level. I don't even know how that's called. Probably something with a C, right? Like capsicum? No. I don't remember. Spiciness level. Anyway. So, when you do something on your own, like this podcast or, YouTube video, playing games, watch movies, cooking your own food. Well, watch movies probably not, but, cooking your own food, painting, drawing, playing music instruments. Most of the time you would have more choice, right? You have more choice to I don't want to say be yourself, but you don't have to blend in. You don't have to add some filter from an organization. And as I said, I don't have like 10 years of experience, but sometimes it's a good point if you actually produce something from just yourself as well. Just be fun. You don't have to think about the result. And when I say result, I mean, imagine I do this podcast and absolutely I have like 0 view on YouTube, or I have 1 view which is from just myself, or 2 views from just myself and myself when I'm cooking, and that's fine, right? As long as I'm having fun, it's totally fine, right? It's not like everything has to be profitable or competitive. I could actually go for more if we talk about this, like ideas and blending in. But yeah, I think right now we are at 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes. It's cool. I might just stop here at 20 minutes so that I have like a cool number, like no other purposes. Also, I'm not sure how often I would do this as well. As I mentioned earlier, I was doing my laundry. Now my washing machine is done. I'm gonna have to hang my clothes after this, and I'm not sure how often I can actually produce this kind of podcast video. In the future, I might just make it like weekly or monthly. Monthly, it would just be 12 podcasts per year, right? And weekly seems like a lot as well, like 52 podcasts per year. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just keep it like, if I'm free, I do it. If I'm not that free, I just, watch movies and play games and stuff. We'll see. We'll see on that one. And we have 1 minute left. If you actually, for you listener out there, if you actually listen to this podcast, my episode 0, I truly appreciate it. And I don't know. Right now, I don't know. I'm just trying to test my microphone and make something out from myself. I don't know if that is the correct word. Out of myself, out from myself. I don't know. I'm not a mother tongue in English. So thank you guys. Thank you again. And see you on the next one.